position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the USC Trojans offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Oh, they're after him. And he was flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. To the air, it's Ferguson. He's got the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Trojans are on the move. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They're working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. So close to that end zone. He can taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. And he takes it in.
You got to find creative ways to run the football in the red zone when the field shrinks, and I love the jet sweep here. You could tell, hits it in stride, speed kills on the perimeter, good blocking, nice play call at the right time to get the touchdown.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Go straight ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football.
Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What a great play by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
Looking to throw, it's Ferguson.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They're going back to the ground. Turning it on! Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Sends it back in motion. Wants to pass. Scrambling away. Looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in this situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes one man miss. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Longo. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying to get the corner. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounce. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well, and they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Ferguson. Makes the grab, it's Henderson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. With the line of scrimmage at the 28, this would be about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to keep the offense out there on 4th down. Finding an escape route. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish. especially in this game, if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Wants to fire on second down. Snagged out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on third and short. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on second down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The run from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown. Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third down, he drops to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Touchdown Trojans! And they add 6 more to the Morbidette trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Ferguson. Gets it out fast. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time.
It's a seam wide open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. He'll pull it on the read. Gets away from one. He's got space. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. That's reeled in. It's Roberts.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Power football with the run. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
21. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Armour. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Pocket breaking down. On target to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Ferguson. Trying to barrel in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He might want another play. Just keeps slinging it. Using the quick game. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. The 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Reads it, fires complete. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40, the the 20, the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Ferguson. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll try to get outside. At the 35, he's open. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go.
Turning it on! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Trojans are marching down the field. After run, now throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He is... nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air. It's Ferguson. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter,
he's got it down the left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Unloads quickly. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick tempo here for the offense.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5. And now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the... Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Toss to the outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is our last chance.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Ferguson. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Going to look downfield again. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 2 to UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Fakes to grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, USC! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? And so they'll have... One more chance. One possession behind the pass interference penalty will give them an untimed down and a chance at a little glory. To the air on first down. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap up.